All right, we're gonna be doing a demo review for Nidboy on his 3 gels. I'm joined by Zach.
Yo.
All right, we want to jump into the demo.
Yeah.
All right, the first thing that we
Okay.
both noticed was go ahead.
So at the start here, when you're walking through this portal, you don't actually have to jump. You can just strafe like off this, whatever this is, pole, pipe, not a pipe, bar. Sure. Strafe down into the ground portal. So you need to strafe to gain a little bit of extra speed so that you'll be able to make it all the way up there. So here you jump, which loses a little bit of time.
And then you don't do
But
any
you'll
strafe, so like you
yeah.
still land low, like ideally where you want to land, but you're spending that extra time up in the air.
hmm And then right here, you angle this portal a lot. Like it's probably too angled.
Mm-hmm.
Uh so you like I think the only reason this actually worked was because when you put the other portal down here, it
Mm-hmm.
was kind of behind the pipe and it hit the pipe. The gel hit the pipe. But I think that if it was here, it would have just flown way too far and you wouldn't have been able to land on the gel. So what we try to do normally is kind of like probably about this angle,
Mm-hmm.
which is like
It's not that
the
harsh of an
best.
angle. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
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 not
very,
like
very
super
shallow.
precise.
Yep.
Like if you angle it too much, the gel's gonna come out. It's gonna come too far out over here, and you're not gonna be able to hit it.
Yeah, because the bottom of the portal is closer to where the gel's falling, so it'll funnel up higher into the portal. And if it's less slanted, it'll funnel in lower through the portal. Obviously, until the point where you're just like placing it like basically straight, and then it won't funnel through at all. But like,
Yeah.
you want to do a much less substantial slant.
And then here the strafe was good,
Mm-hmm.
but also you do like a quick stuck into the pipe, which is good,
Mm-hmm.
but you shoot this portal here while you're still standing on the railing, which is not what like it doesn't it that's a lot of time lost there. It would be better probably overall to just do you could or okay, so the way you do the stuck here, you end up having to hold D to like stay stuck. But if you're doing that, you can't shoot this blue portal at the bottom um
Without
without
unstucking,
like getting
basically.
unstuck, yeah, on accident. So what you should do is you could do a slightly slower like variation of the stuck, which we'll show later,
Mm-hmm.
so that you're facing forwards instead. Because if you want to do a fast stuck and be facing forwards, it's a lot harder. But you can do a slightly slower stuck that gets you facing forwards, and then all you'd have to do is hold W and look down, and you would stay stuck
Yeah, and you'd be
in the.
falling, and like assuming you shoot it early enough, you should easily get like 2 gel blobs out before you unstuck. So
Mhm.
you should have the
Yeah,
time as long as you just aim sort of like at the bottom, like the lowest you can. You can zoom if you want, and just shoot it while you start falling. And
yeah,
then the only other big thing here is probably velocity.
yeah. So here, let me go back a bit. Uh, you want to get unstuck at like night. You want to like unstick yourself as soon as your velocity hits 1900. So it would be like around here. You'd want to get unstuck to
Mm-hmm.
get like the perfect height up into the up into the
The big like
hole above you, I
yeah,
guess.
the giant chasm.
But if we look, you kind of unstuck yourself at like mid 2000, closer to 2100,
Mm-hmm.
which you lose like well over a second doing that because you fly way too high up.
Yep, you just spend a ton of extra time in the air, and if you like play forward on the demo, like you can see that he gets so much height that if he misses one of the shots early on, like he has to wait to fall back down to hit it, which shouldn't
Yeah,
be the position that you're in.
like he completely he goes
Overshot
so
it.
high up. You
Yeah.
normally want to like shoot it when you're oh my god, I'm zoomed. When you're like as low as possible. Like this is even a little high.
Yeah. Because you sort of strafe
Like
towards the middle so that you don't
uh,
shoot the pipe.
all the way like
Yeah.
down here.
Mm-hmm.
But you're see where the portal's coming out, you're all the way up there, which loses
And
a
that's
lot of
after
time.
you already like hit your head on the top, basically.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
yeah, and
And
then
also, one thing to know is when you shoot this, you don't want to try not to shoot it too far right, because if you look, you're gonna fling out of this later. If you're too far right, you're gonna like miss these flags almost. Hey, I'm zoomed. There's no flags here because they're not loaded in, but you would miss the flags if you shoot this too far to the right. So you want to aim it a little bit left or like as
yeah.
left as you possibly
You
can.
shot it left enough to where you can strafe over and hit the flags, but there are like portal positions like in Swagatron's demo where he places it like as far to the like right as possible and ends up having to walk into the flags at the end.
Yeah. hmm
And then
And then
you
this part was good that you got the fast ending here.
Yep. Sort of
See
the
that?
way I described the fast ending, like what helped me a lot when I was trying to learn how to do it, was don't change the angle you're shooting at, just shoot earlier. Like so, sort of aim like you would normally be shooting when you're falling down, and just shoot it a lot earlier than you feel comfortable doing it. And then it's a lot more. I find that I'll just hit it more often. But yeah, and then you
Hmm.
strafe just far enough into the portals to where it works. So I'm gonna stop watching Zach's stream real quick and open up Portal 2 and hope that OBS doesn't break.
You should stop it here and then just trim them together.
No, because that involves video editing.
Oh my god.
Maybe Portal 2 will launch. We'll see. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna turn on tutorial 2, and then we're gonna hop over to 3 gels real quick. And I'm going to show you how I do the stock. Actually, I'm just turn on cheats. I don't feel like playing through the level. Ah, that's what I forgot to do. I forgot to mute the stupid dialogue. I can't spell correctly. There we go. Okay, so when you come out of here, like what I do is I get like right here into this corner, and I sort of like. Is that? Can you mute real quick? I hear echo. All right. I sort of get into this corner, and then I like tap D slightly, hold W. It's like a little finicky sometimes, but assuming you do that correctly, normally this should work, and you should be able to just place that portal there, and then let go whenever you're ready. So let me try to do that one more time. So like you fall out of here, get unstuck, hold W, try and look straight. See, I got unstuck a little bit early there. That's like the worst thing that can happen with this route is like sometimes you just get unstuck early. It probably has to do with where you're looking, if I had to guess. So maybe like play around with that some. But yeah, see, I was probably looking somewhere weird when I started that one. Yeah. Anyway, it should work more often than not, and I think it's a better way to do this. And then you can shoot it while you're falling, and then you'll save some time. All right, thanks for watching. Thanks, Zach, for joining me, and good luck on your runs.